Alright, Twitch, YouTube, what's up? Warfare back at it again. Let's get into it. Specialization, gunner class. Gonna run the gunner class specifically for... Where is it? Oh, you're gonna get all these benefits here. So you'll get that 10% armor on kill. So that's gonna help too. With this build setup, it's a little bit of it is an armor damage with armor on kill build setup here. You're gonna get that magazine reload speed, 50% going quick, the armor repair kit as well, and you get that 30% bonus armor for 10 seconds once you use that. We do have access to the Banshee. I'm not gonna be running Banshee though. I'm gonna be running the Striker drone. And this guy right here, supply line talent, can generate that ammo every 60 seconds, and the party team will get 5%. So that's what that whole setup's going to be there. That's the benefit to it. Increase rate of fire by 5% on kill for 5 seconds as well. This is what we're going to be running with this.
Everything runs smoothly right
Now, let me move over here. Yeah, that works. Alright, so here's how this whole setup's going to work out. We're going to go around into the weapon setup here. You guys can run whatever you want for these 2 slots here. I was just working on weapons setup right over here. Pistol, you put whatever you want for the 3rd slot. Secondary slot, I'm just working on the proficiency for the double barrel shotgun, but you can put whatever you want here, whatever your cup of tea is weapon wise for that setup there. Next setup, we're definitely going to be using this guy here, the capacitor. I have come to actually love this gun. It is extremely good, and this is what we're going to be using for this build setup here. You can see I don't have this fully optimized yet, but this is the role that you guys are going to want to get for the capacitor itself. You want to get the assault rifle damage, and you want to get that 12% damage to armor and that damage to target out of cover. I'm still working on fully optimizing this, but that 12% damage to armor is vital for this build setup with the armor damage combo with armor on kill, because this is the only assault rifle that can get that 12% damage to armor. So that 12%, that's going to allow you guys to achieve 25% armor or damage to armor, and you can get up to 30% damage to armor too with this core attributes setup and the tribute setup. Alright, so we already know we're running talent capacitance here. That's building up the cap stacks of 40, building up stacks to a cap of 40, and each stack you get that 1.5% skill damage. And then if you got the skill tier gain, you're gonna get 7.5% weapon damage for that setup there. So that's gonna be your weapon setup here. Now, armor setup here. Now remember, this is already at 12% damage to armor, and then for the armor setup or the gear setup itself, we are going to have to run the ninja backpack here to use that talent resourcefulness or resourceful. That's going to allow you guys to unlock any gear set or brand set perks requirement that you would need. So you'd only need 1 piece of armor or gear to unlock 2 of the brand set perks, because majority of this is all going to be high-end gear. Okay, so that's what you're going to need this backpack for that resourceful talent itself. Okay, and you already see there with the core attributes, you're going to get all 3 weapons damage, armor core, and skill tier. And then your attributes, I got a crit hit damage in there. Now for this one, you guys have to run the contractor's gloves. Don't worry about the LMG damage. We're not using it for that. The 15% weapons handling does come in handy, and you'll see that when I show the rest of the gear layout here. But the biggest thing is this is all red weapons damage core and that plus 8% damage to armor, and then we got 6% crit hit chance. So that 8% damage to armor in combination with the capacitor 12% damage to armor, we're already at 20% damage to armor. Okay, so keep that in mind. Just running that, and then the gloves, you're already at 20%. Now, chest piece, chest piece, I'm going to be running the Bellstone because that 1% armor regen does help. And then running the Ninja Backpack, it gives us access to that secondary brand set perk. So you're going to get that first 10% armor on kill right there. Okay. Now you already see this is armor core. And then for their attributes, crit hit chance, armor regen, and crit hit damage. Talent, you're going to have to run Obliterate on this guy here. Remember, you're gonna get 25% weapons damage. That's the stacks up because it stacks up 25 times 1% weapons damage. Alright, so you're gonna definitely want that on this chest piece here. And now for your mask, we're gonna be running the Ballistic Steelworks. So that you're automatically getting that additional 10% armor kill. This is the new gear set, or this is the new brand set that you get with this title update 20. So we're gonna get that additional 10% armor kill. Let me backtrack. So here, armor core attributes is gonna be armor regen, crit hit damage, and crit hit chance. Now for the holster itself, we're gonna be running the Walker Harris. You're gonna get that plus 5% weapon damage and plus 5% damage to armor. You get weapons core, crit hit damage, crit hit chance. Now remember that 5% damage to armor right there, that's going to stack with the already 20% you got, because you're going to get the 8% here with the baked in 8% damage to armor with the contractor's gloves, and then the capacitance, you're already going to get the 12% damage to armor. So you're already at 20%. This gear set here gives you that 5% damage to armor, which will that's going to put us at 25% damage to armor overall. Alright, so that's what that setup is there. For the knees, you're going to be running the Getica set here. You're going to get that plus 5% total armor and then 10% armor on kill right there. So that's your whole setup there. So you already have, that's 10% there. Bellstone's 20%. The Steelworks, that's 30%, and then remember your gunner specialization, you get an additional 10% armor on kill, so we're at 40% armor on kill. Alright, so that's this whole setup here with the armor on kill in combination with us having the contractor's gloves, the Walker Harris, and capacitor to get 25% damage to armor, and you're gonna get that 40% armor on kill. Now for the setup here, I'm running the ballistic shield as well as the striker drone. The striker drone is going to benefit for the capacitor here because you're going to get that 1.5% skill damage for each stack for the 40. You get a cap of 40. So that's going to help with the striker drone. As well as you keep shooting enemies and building up those stacks with this gun. And then the ballistic shield, of course, the ballistic shield, we're only going to be at a tier 5 currently right now, but that's fine. That's just to pop open that shield, so you can get a little bit of protection in case somebody tries to roll up on you. That's when you can have a shotgun here, or you can have a shotgun. You can push people back. So you either ACS 12 recommendations, or the MOP, or the 612 shotgun, or any pump action. I mean, like I said, you can run whatever you want here. Okay, so that's this setup here. Utilizing this overall here. Now, with all of these items combined here, here's what you're gonna get stats wise. So stats wise, the weapon's gonna sit at 106 or around at 107k damage. Okay, so we're sitting with everything the way it's set up at 50% crit hit chance, and then 120% crit hit damage. Headshot, we're getting dish 55%, and then there goes your 25% armor damage. Okay, and that's what the contractor's glove, capacitor says right there for the gear breakdown. With what you're rocking, that's how you get 25%. Now you can get, I'm pretty sure the max you get is 30%. I have another armor set that I was messing around with as well. I'm pretty sure that there's videos on it too, but you can get this up to 30%. But to get to 30, in order to get it to 30%, you're gonna need specific gear, and you're gonna need the capacitor at 12% damage to armor. So if you don't have it, you won't achieve 30% armor damage. But I'll show that gear build setup at the end of the video. So this is how this whole setup's gonna work here. Now going back to the stats, that's just the weapon breakdown. Now remember, because we are getting I think 25% weapons handling, so that's gonna help as well. So in there, you're gonna get 1.6 reload time, 35% reload bonus speed. And yeah, we got a lot of extra benefits here. So that 25% weapons handling is like vital, because that's going to help with the reload speed with this capacitor, as well as the shotgun, if you're whatever shotgun you're running. So it does help, and we're going to get the additional ammo too. So all this does help. Well, of course, that's with the keener watch, if you don't have that set up yet. Now, all weapons damage 58% there, assault rifle damage 28.6% there, and shotgun's only at 15%. So that's all good. Now here is your breakdown here. So we're gonna get 1.5 mil. It says 1.4, but rounded up 1.5. And here is where you're gonna get that armor kill with all the armor cores that you get, plus the 10% additional armor on kills. So we're sitting at 590,000 armor on kill. Okay, so that is substantial. You'll get a nice amount of armor back when you get the kills, on top of us having that 25%, damage to armor. So that's gonna help out with this actual build set. So remember, you're gonna be able to do armor damage, and you're gonna be able to get armor on kill. So it's pretty nice actually to use. But that's your whole setup there with this, in combination with the armor regen 2, rocking the Bellstone, and all the other pieces of armor that you're going to get for your armor regeneration. So it does stack up pretty nicely. But that's that whole setup there. So we're gonna run some combat play, so show you guys how this thing rolls. It's not bad at all. I like it. Try it out. Definitely try it out and let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna do the combat play in a little bit with that. Try it out. Remember, man, if you guys liking it so far, hit that. Definitely give me a like on the video. Alright guys, we're gonna get into some combat play, so stand by.
Hostile blockade detected. Hostile broadcast detected.
He dropped. Where'd he go? There it is.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Who saw where they went? That's them hurting.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
Alright, well, that's this setup here. As discussed earlier, man, with the armor on kill and damage to armor setup. With this, so it's not bad. I mean, you can heal. That Bellstone really does help with it. So give it a try. Let me know what you guys think in the comments with it. Hey, remember, if you like the video, definitely give a like on that. I appreciate that. What was it? So the 30%. So remember, backtracking on this. So we're only at 25% here, 25% armor damage. So this setup here, you at least have the benefit of getting the armor on kill. The 30% increase for damage to armor, you're not gonna really get that ability to heal with the armor on kill. And that's this where is it? Where are you? That would be this setup here. Oops, there we go. Alright, so this setup here, you'll actually be able to get up to 30%, and it's only because you need to run the 3-piece for the Arati holdings. Probably destroyed that because that comes with 5% that comes with 5% damage to armor there, and then with this 2-piece setup here, you get damage to armor, so that's already 10 right there. And then you're getting the +8 with the contractor's gloves, so you're already getting 18% there. And then if you have the full 12% here, that'll put you at 30%. The difference here though is with this setup here, you're running the vigilance talent for the backpack, for this backpack specifically. And then of course we're running for the walker, you got obliterate on that piece, and it's gonna be gunner as well, so you'll at least get 10% armor on kill back with this exact setup. With this exact setup, that's the only way that you're gonna even be able to attain 30% armor damage to armor. Only running the capacitor at that 12%. It has to be just this gun, because I think this is the only gun that's gonna get, this is the only rifle that's gonna get 12% damage to armor in combination with all this gear set, with all this, the way this is set up. Okay, so that's just that's that setup. running 3-piece Arati holdings here. So I got the legs, or I'm sorry, the knees, backpack, and mask set up here. Contractor's gloves, because you get that 8%, and then the Walker Harris set up here. 2 of these, with the chest piece being obliterate and the backpack being vigilance. So you get 50% weapons damage total. Alright, so yeah, there you go. That's set up there. Alright. That's the stat setup for 30%, and that's just strictly just damage to armor. I don't think there's anything else you can add to that. But yeah, man, like I said, try it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give me a like if you found value in the video. Alright, have a good one. Warfare out.